You're looking to move to Nampa, Idaho, a suburb of Boise, Idaho. In this video, we're going over the pros and cons of living in Nampa, Idaho, everything you need to know about it, what it's like to live here, what are the types of homes you can get here, what are the things to do, are the neighborhoods good, is there high crime, what's going on here? Well, hey everyone, my name is Curtis Chism. I moved to Nampa, Idaho from San Diego, California a couple years ago. I'm a third generation San Diegan that pulled the plug on living in California, probably for some of the same reasons that you decided to leave California or are thinking about that right now. So I live in Nampa, have a lot of firsthand experience about it. I happen to live in a brand new construction community, not as brand new now since it's a couple years old, but moved into brand new. And so I know a lot about new construction homes, having a master's degree in construction management. I used to build high rises in San Diego, and that's become my wheelhouse here, helping people buy both resale, but also a lot of new construction homes. So if you're looking to buy new construction, I'm the guy for you because I know everything about it. So let's dive into Nampa, Idaho. First, let's take a look at where it is on the map. First of all, of course, you've got Boise, Idaho. Boise, Idaho is located on the eastern side of what we call the Treasure Valley. Treasure Valley makes up Boise, Meridian, Eagle, Kuna, Star, and then of course Nampa and Caldwell plus Middleton. Now Boise has 275,000 people in it. Meridian has 135,000 in it. Now Nampa has about 100,000 people that live in Nampa. Now Nampa is located right next to Caldwell, which has around 60,000 people. Now both Caldwell and Nampa are booming and they're growing at some of the fastest rates all throughout the country. Meridian's also growing quite a bit, but there's just a lot of land in Nampa and Caldwell. So both these areas are growing quite rapidly. There's a lot of new construction happening in these areas. It's also much more affordable than what you're going to find in Ada County. Ada County is where Boise and Meridian is. Eagle, Canyon County is where Nampa and Caldwell is located. So what you're going to find is that homes located in Nampa are probably going to be somewhere between $75,000 to $100,000 less than what you're going to find in an area like Meridian. So what I find a lot of times is people that are looking to move to the Boise area, they oftentimes look at Meridian first. Sometimes they have friends that are moving there and they want to be there. They hear about Meridian, how cool it is. It's so central. And then they realize that, wow, these homes are actually a little bit more expensive than what I was thinking. And then they start looking at other areas like Nampa. So it's very easy to find a home that are nearly identical, that would, like I said, be $75,000 to $100,000 less in Nampa. I personally really enjoy living in Nampa. It does have a more rural feel for the most part. Now, there are parts of it that are much older. It has a downtown core area. Now, that's in the process of being revitalized. I don't want to sugarcoat this for you. There are some really cool restaurants in there. You've got Mesa Tacos, fantastic margaritas, honestly, some of the best here in Treasure Valley. And the food's pretty good too. It's not legit California Mexican food, I'll say that, but it's good. You also got, holy cow, really, really great hamburgers and really cool little stores and restaurants there. But it's being revitalized. You're gonna find that there are closed storefronts. Some of these buildings are much older. They need to be restored. And it's located right along the train station. Nampa was an old railroad switching yard. It also was a stop on the Oregon Trail. And the town kind of sprung up around that as being an Oregon Trail stop, being a railroad switching station. So you're gonna find that that downtown area is significantly older than the surrounding areas of Nampa where all the new construction is going in. There's a big university here called NNU, Northwest Nazarene University. I think it's the original Nazarene University. It's located in the core area. That helps with things in terms of bringing money to the area. You're gonna find a lot of older homes throughout that kind of downtown core area, older stores. It's gonna look, I don't wanna say run down, it's just older overall. As you get out from that, that's when you get into all the nice new construction, the beautiful subdivisions, and that's where a lot of people are moving into from places like California for that much more affordable price point. That's where I live, and I live very near farm fields, which I personally like. I love going through the 2-lane country roads with my kids. We're constantly looking at the little farms and ranches that are around here and seeing the cows and the goats and the horses. And in springtime, we get to see the new growth of the corn that's being planted or whatever the crop is, and watching that grow throughout the summertime and then getting harvested during the summer and the fall. We love being a part of that, even though we're not farmers and ranchers ourselves, versus being in the main city. We just don't get to see that as much unless you happen to go out to the country where Nampa is located. So if you're looking for a slower pace of life than what you're gonna find probably in other areas of the valley, less traffic overall within the Nampa area, then that could be a really fantastic place for you to go. Now, I want you to be aware that there are some things here in Nampa that are definite drawbacks. The number one thing is going to be the sugar beet factory located in North Nampa. Now, you got to keep in mind the sugar beet factory was built a long time ago. There really weren't that many people that lived here. It made sense to put a sugar beet factory where the sugar beets were being grown and there weren't really very many people. but that factory does put off a smell. It smells, generally speaking, like cooked peanut butter. It's an odd smell. You won't really smell it the further south you go, but certainly if in that north part of Nampa that you can see here in the map, it just depends on how the wind is blowing. Generally, we have winds coming from the west, blowing to the east, but sometimes the wind shifts. So it just depends on where you're located and how the winds are, you might pick it up. There also are farms around here, as I mentioned. So again, depending on where you are, you could pick up smells from the farms. It could be a fertilizer smell. It could be a manure smell from the animals. Again, it just depends on how close you're located to those, how the winds shift. Where I'm located, even though I'm in South Nampa, near the farms, I honestly very rarely smell the farms. Occasionally, I might smell kind of a fertilizer smell, especially in the springtime. Never smell any manure type smells, but just depending on where you are, you could smell it. Those would be the main drawbacks to Nampa, are those potential smells. There are parts of it that are a little more industrial, especially as you get into kind of the core area or north of I-84, but there are a lot of subdivisions going in up there as well. That is starting to change over time. Now, if you're looking for more land, Nampa is the place to go. There certainly are a lot of builders that are building just kind of regular subdivision homes with 6,000 square feet to quarter or third acre lots, but there's a lot of homes with land, especially if you're looking into a resale home. It's very easy to find a half acre or 1 acre, even 2 acre property. Very close to the town of Nampa, you'll find some of these lots, again, a little bit older, but if you're looking for a workshop, a separate wood shop, you can find these properties located not far from the center of town. If you want to head further south in Nampa, get a little more rural, then there are very large, beautiful spreads. You can get 1.5, 2, 3 acres on up. So if you're looking for more of that homestead type of lifestyle, this could really be the place for you, and still pretty easy access to the major amenities that Nampa has to offer. Some of the main builders that are building here are going to be some of the more affordable builders. Hubble Homes has been building quite a bit in Nampa, although they're kind of phasing out right now. I don't know of any new subdivisions happening directly in Nampa at the moment, more in Caldwell and Meridian with Hubble, but Hayden Homes has a number of communities here, Lennar Homes, and then of course CBH. Well, that's a quick overview of Nampa. I have a lot of other videos about what it's like to live, work, and play in Nampa. If you're looking to make the move to Nampa, I'd love to help you. All you gotta do is reach out via contact information below. I help people buy homes here, especially that are looking to relocate from places like California. Again, I moved from California. I've been through it. I know what it's like. I specialize in new construction homes. I have a master's degree in construction management, and I love working with people either buying resale or buying new construction homes and walking you through that process and just making sure you have an advocate, a fiduciary representing you to make sure you're not taken advantage of by a builder, and making sure you get the best terms and the best deal, no matter who you're working with, whether it's a builder or a home seller. So reach out for that contact information. If you're looking to explore more videos about what it's like to live, work, and play here in the Treasure Valley, all you gotta do is watch this video right here, and I'll see you on the next video.